Oh my god, guys. Are you kidding me? This is such an upgrade from our old video background. But oh my Tropicana. Serving all these nature aesthetica. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we were talking about body-based manifestation. Wowza, did we find the science and the spiritual and the combined? Listen, I've been doing this work and I didn't realize there was a name to it. And now there's a name to it. And so I'm gonna bring you the teaching. Because this is very, very important when you are creating your reality, but you actually want results. A lot of the teachings online are going to teach you manifestation. They're going to tell you to feel before you have the desire. They're going to say to let go. They're going to tell you to surrender. They're going to tell you to get off on that like a freaky motherfucker. But what I'm going to tell you now is based in science, it's based in actuality, and it's based in the body, which is the closest thing you have to truth. Okay? Beliefs, concepts are not truth. Body, feelings are close to truth. The body will come and go again, and we're not the body. So regardless, we are working with the body here through our manifestation, but most specifically is the nervous system, more specifically the nervous system, the brain, the nervous system, and the body. These are the three main aspects to attraction, but not just attraction. It's just about creating experience to be the way that you would like it to be. If your nervous system is living in the old experience, you will keep staying in the old experience. If your nervous system is living in the new experience becomes your experience. This is what nervous system work is. And honestly, it's been the only thing that worked for me. The main principle for this work is when my nervous system is no longer a match for my old experience, it will now be a match for my new experience. The process of coming into the version of yourself that you want to be, the things that you want to have in your life, the things that you desire in your life, you have this goal, you have this purpose, you have this dream, is dictated by the type of nervous system that you are having as a human being. And the work is transforming that nervous system into this new one, which is a process. And you are undergoing that process right now because you want results. The nervous system is what holds the answers. The sensations that you feel in your body are pointers to where you are feeling threatened and where you are afraid and where you are not able to change. When you have a goal and you go and make steps towards that goal, what happens? The nervous system goes haywire, you fear, you feel sensations in your body, your mind is screaming at you, and it basically puts you back into homeostasis. It doesn't want to move forward. So what do you do when you're a conscious manifester and you're consciously creating your life? You have to work with the sensations and feelings that you're experiencing in order to move forwards. Because the path requires you to take leaps and risks that are not comfortable for the old identity. And so what you need to understand about the nervous system is that it has four main functions: fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. When the nervous system sees in the brain a threat, your mind, your thoughts, and your actions that happen trigger the nervous system into one of these threatening things. You'll feel sensations and uncomfortableness in the body. And your body and brain and nervous system will not let you make the decisions to move forwards. You're not going to be able to take the steps forward that are the actual actionable steps that you need to actually create your experience to be as you want. Because we are in the 3D realm when we're manifesting or attracting or changing circumstance, things have to happen through cause and effect. They don't just say, okay, I want to live in a new house, go to sleep, wake up, new house. That wouldn't make sense. You would actually go insane and we'd put you in a psych ward. But then you'd maybe think, oh, there's no such thing as psych wards. So you'd probably just die from heart attack or something. But then you'd say, oh, maybe this is why we need cause and effect. Because human beings cannot grasp that type of creative power. So the way we have to create is through cause and effect. Now, if our nervous system feels a threat while we're moving in the direction of our goal, the nervous system will block what's available for you. Your brain will just focus on survival. You'll not know what action to take. You don't know where to put your money. You don't know what to use your money for. You don't know how to get more money. You miss the clients that are coming in. You attract circumstances that aren't equivalent to what you want, but they really are just equivalent to the old way of being because you're scared and in survival mode and you still haven't worked through those old patterns within your nervous system. So this is the work that you must do because you have a goal. You have the direction. You know what to do. So while we get in touch with our bodies and the sensations that are coming up, we are going to learn to listen. We're going to learn to make peace, and we're going to learn how to be neutral to all feelings and sensations that are happening in the body. Because this is what it looks like. I know this is what I need to do. I know that I'm going to do this. I know I'm going to make this. Okay, let me do it. All of a sudden, inner child wounding, trauma, all the fears, all the memories that were equivalent to this experience, every feeling and sensations you ever felt growing up, all will come up. Are you aware enough to take care of that? That's my question. That's my question. Are you going to be aware enough to take care of that when it comes up? Because the only way out is through. I'm going to make that so clear because people think they could jump loops around their traumas and around their emotions, and they want to call it an entity and they want to call it a demon. The only demon is in yourself, and that's your shadow. That's your unconscious, and it's going to come up. And you need to know how to take care of it. You need to know the tools. You need to know what to do. And so I'm going to teach you right now. You need to learn to regulate. In the midst of the trauma and the pain, you need to know how to regulate yourself and stay grounded. Breathing, feeling, and holding space for this to come up. That's the only thing you need to know how to do. Ease. Allowing trauma to come up to the surface because you're aware now to hold it. Don't be afraid of yourself. Of yourself. I'm speaking from a perspective of the ego right now because this is the thing. My whole thing, where I'm at, there's a whole lot of fear. Not because I can't do it, not because I'm not regulated, not because I'm a sovereign human being. It's because the power that's within me is so scary to my identity of my old that she purposely will try to put up a fight. Because that power is scary. That creative ability is scary. That Godhead is scary. The God within me is scared. Wait, I'm scared of the God in me. That might be this case for you, I don't know. Back to the teaching. I always tend to go off course because I like to talk and connect personally with people. So, ready. We talked about this. The brain signals the nervous system and the nervous system signals the body. What we would like to do is create a safe space in the brain so that triggers the nervous system to trigger safety in the body. We do this when we are making these decisions. When the stuff is coming up, we regulate. We create safety in the body and the mind so that we can make a decision in peace and ease. Retraining the being to be okay in all things in life, ease in life. This is how you do it. When you're easeful, you're open, you're peaceful, you can create. Things will come available to you. Very much connected to the body because you need to know when the signals are coming up. I like this analogy. A car has a bunch of signals in it, right? A car has a bunch of lights and beep, 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 beeps to tell you when it needs attention and when it needs to be taken care of. That's the exact, and when it needs healing, like a tune-up, a fuel. That's exactly what you want to see your body as. When the blinkers are on, the emotions, the fear, the pain, the anxiety, the stress, the control, the block. You want to see that as she need doctor, she need healer, she need lover, and really she just needs the good mother or the good father, just somebody that can hold her and work with her through it. And then you could get to the other side and it's fine. Once the release happens, you're good. You make the decision. And you trust and you build on this trust. The more decisions you make towards that, the more that the change in the physical happens. Ready? This is going to be huge for the brain. When you are making the decisions to that goal and you see changes in the physical, the brain understands now, okay, I can trust this. It's working. And then you continue. You regulate the brain through awareness, through breathing, through steadying yourself, and really for just relaxing your body. When the things come up, you relax more. When they refer to all the answers are within you and all the answers are here in front of you, absolutely. But if you're dysregulated, you won't see them. Again, we have to do cause and effect. This can be tricky because you think the answer's here. Where's the $1 million? Why is it in front of my face? Cause and effect. The $1 million is here. And the steps to get to there are here. But if you are dysregulated and you're in fight or flight and you're in survival brain, reptilian brain, hunting, chasing, looking for the money, what are you signaling to yourself? Fear, scarcity, unworthiness, not available, running, hunting, chasing, I need to live, I'm gonna die. Good luck manifesting from there. Good luck changing your circumstance from there. What you focus on becomes your experience. This is what they say. But what I really mean by this is like, what are you feeding with your energy? If you're feeding that and believing in that and taking action in that direction, you are going to create more of that. If you take direction in the other way, here it is, the alternatives flow. That was a really good point. The more you feed this with your energy, the further you go from the alternatives flow. So that's it. That's the point. It is here. It is in front of you. The steps to do it are in front of you. But if you are in survival mode and you're feeding the survival mode and you're doing experience through survival mode and the hunting and the chasing, the alternative flow and the alternative path doesn't get any love and attention, and you go in that direction instead. And from there, you're never going to get your goals. You're just going to stay the same. And plus, your body's going to start breaking down because you're still living in a nervous system that is reckless and hunting and like it's being chased by a tiger 24/7. No rest, no fast, no releases. Like, what do you think you're going to do? What do you think you're going to create with that? Love, you got to be able to love this game, I know I sounded a little bit bitter, but it's also you have to just learn to love this game, because without that, you wouldn't be able to wake up to the true nature. You wouldn't be able to have another option. You wouldn't have the journey. You wouldn't have the challenge. You wouldn't have the boop, 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 the tweaking, the balancing effect. So this is all very important. And when we notice this within ourselves, we can begin to make change. Because let's face it, if you're going to the grocery store and going into fight or flight when you're paying for $50 worth of groceries, how do you think you're going to be able to, let's say, put a down payment on a house right out of your bank account? $30K, $40K, $50K, $60K paying something, buying a course for $10K. How are you going to be able to do that when those are the things that you want? Those have the answers for you. How are you going to do that if you're going into fight or flight when you're paying for $50? Because the thing is, the body and brain don't know a difference between the two things. They just see, spending money, fear. Nothing is going to come available to you if that's the state that you're in. So a lot of this work is around money. A lot of this work is around money. A lot of it is in relationships. I'm talking mostly money here, but like healing, power, autonomy, speaking up for yourself, health, right? All of this is nervous system work. The most powerful thing I found with awareness work is that I'm the one that is creating fight or flight in me. When I have a circumstance coming, I'm the one that's projecting all this fear, scarcity, all this stuff onto it. And when I catch myself doing that, my body relaxes. You have the power to create your reality. You have the power of choice. What way are you choosing? I just gave you the formula, okay? So make the right choices, move in the direction, take care of what happens when you move in that direction, and keep going. Don't let anybody tell you can't. That's what you gotta do. Lame school. Till next time. Morgan out.